YouTube. Wanted to shoot a clip of my latest Keeping It Kickstarter, so we're going to get right into it. And we can kind of talk about it a little bit after. And you'll see what this product is. So what we have here is the Orbit Key 2-in-1 toiletry pouch. So this was their latest Kickstarter that I backed, and if you're familiar with EDC as a whole as it relates to like YouTube and technology, Orbit Key is probably pretty familiar to you. It is one of the well-established brands, I'd say. So much so that when you back it on Kickstarter, normally if you're backing things on Kickstarter, there's this especially back in the early days, there's this possibility that the product is not a thing. But Orbit Key is so big now. I've seen them work with Disney, whether it be Mickey Mouse, Toy Story, Star Wars. They've got all types of official collaborations, and they're kind of a big deal now. So when you back something from Orbit Key, I don't think they really need to do a backing via Kickstarter, but it's cool because if you believe in the product and the company, you get a good deal for that. So here I've got the 2-in-1 toiletry pouch, and we'll go ahead and pull up the Kickstarter here. Here's essentially what I selected was the 2-in-1 toiletry pouch on the limited early bird tier there. And that one is like 2 pouches technically, which they show you right here. And then there were some other options there. You could have got the hanging one, which hangs pretty nicely. And then there's other options where you can kind of get 2 things together, but I just went with this one. So we'll go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what's going on here. It says everything you need at your fingertips without the bulk, and it kind of shows it packed out a little bit. I went with the black color, and as we see, sorry, my son's going crazy down there, but he's 2 years old, so emotions are not easily controlled for him. So this one could be used together or apart for flexible organization, it says. And I want to say Orbit Key is based in Australia. But, yeah, they have a dedicated wet zone, which is nice. And then you can still hang this kind of from a shower or a bathroom because it has this hanging hook on the inner pouch, which is nice. And then it should fit into things pretty nicely as well. So here's what it looks like. Minimal Orbit Key branding for the most part. It's like a silver chromish right there. I don't know how well it'll be picked up here. But you got the zippers right here, and here's how it opens up. Let's see, got this right here. This actually feels like the one that can get wet. It's got an interesting material there, so you can pull that right out, but it hangs like this, which is interesting. And then it's got 2 little areas right here that have bottoms on them that are open, and it's got a little mesh part right here where it looks like you can store some items, maybe like a toothpaste or something like that. So it's really nice. But that's like the inner pouch itself that was resting in here, and then we can put some light on there. We've got more like mesh right here, but this actually has bottoms, so you got a bigger pocket right here, and it's like two big pockets making up that part, and then there's a bottom here, and it separates, and this feels like a nice material here. And if you can see, there is a little flexible material right here, flexible right here, and yeah, 2 more of those. Cool. Well, actually, this one's a very long part here, and then a shorter one there. So yeah, really nice. I'll put different things in there as I see fit there. But yeah, I'll put it back in there, and as you can see, very nice. So I don't know. I mean, getting into the EDC stuff, actually, that might be a spoiler for what's coming in the future. We've been working on a few things as I continue to kind of pad out my EDC area, or my EDC kitting, and just the tools for that. So got that, and I'm not necessarily new to EDC. let's say a couple months ago, I got the Fyro. If you are familiar with Fyro, he's another YouTube content creator, and I got their packing cubes, pre-ordered those. Haven't had a chance to actually use them yet. They were supposed to come like a little bit before my trip, but it ended up working out that way with like how the weather was at that time. But yes, I got the packing cubes here. I think it comes with 2 small, medium, and large. But got packing cubes there, and then got other EDC gear like some slings, like some really smaller ones, and then just I've been going with most of my gear is from Alpaca, and then I have a bunch of Orbit Key stuff. Orbit Key is also familiar if you remember. I had which I still do have. Don't know where I put it, but it's my key ring. Right now, my wife broke her key fob, so she's been using mine, so I've not needed my key ring as much. But I have an Orbit Key Pro key ring, which is the last Orbit Key product I had backed on Kickstarter, and it's really been good to me personally. And I have been using I think that maybe kind of where their origin started was the key ring, the key organizer. So I have it right here. This is the Pro. I backed that through Kickstarter, and this thing has just been a beast. Not really even a ton of signs of wear on that bad boy, but it's done really well and it's still kicking. And then I have an Orbit Key lanyard, like a ID. Where with my work, I often have to badge in and out to different things. So I have I can't show my. I don't want to show my badge. Hold on. Just cover it up for now. But as you can see, it's got like this little mechanism on it. It's really nice, the badge system that they have, because you can also wear it this way if you'd like, because of that part there. So I've had their ID card holder Pro, and then I want to say I've had another Orbit Key product, the Nest. That's like the box. I have that one too, but not the V2. I have the V1, like the OG. So I got that too. So I'm very familiar with Orbit Key and appreciate their stuff. They do some cool mystery bundle stuff around Black Friday, which I've never taken advantage of, but looks nice. And yeah, so that's the latest from Keeping It Kickstarter. I actually do have more Kickstarter stuff probably coming soon. Don't want to spoil that video, but definitely have done some backing of some other products there. But yeah, this was the Orbit Key toiletry pouch. So like I said, the one I got was specifically the 2-in-1